And in a little bit, we're going to be speaking about women in entrepreneurship.
Right.
And as we are in Global Entrepreneurship Week, you know, it's definitely something we need to continue highlighting and to bring up. And to help me do that this morning, actually, is Georgina Terry, who is the FCCA PMP and member of Women's Entrepreneurship Day in Trinidad and Tobago. Joining me as well is Lara Quenthorall Thomas, MBA, of course, and also a member of Trinidad and Tobago's Women's Entrepreneurship Day Committee. Now, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I like the energy I'm feeling there. Thank you for joining us this morning.
We're not normally up this early, so, you know, we're doing it for a cause.
Well, we're privileged. We're privileged. So let's speak about the importance of women in entrepreneurship. I'll go with you first, Georgina.
Yes. So, you know, entrepreneurship is what drives the economy. And, you know, statistics have told us that women in business really support the economy even more because they employ more people. And also the women that work there then will also then use that money for their children, their families, etc. So it really does drive the economy. So supporting women in business is really important because unfortunately there is a gender disparity that we can't ignore. And so we really do need to give more leverage to women and bring more awareness to their businesses.
I want to throw this same question out to you, Lara.
Yeah. Well, I would endorse what Georgina says. They've done a number of studies around the world, and particularly in developing countries, where women are often hampered by lack of access to financing, lack of opportunities for networking, sort of being at the table where decisions are made or in the room where it happened, the quote from Hamilton. And so a big part of what we do, those of us that work in this space trying to support female entrepreneurship, is providing opportunities to allow women to realize their full potential. And one of the great things about entrepreneurship as well, we know that for most women, the burden of childcare or the significant portion of childcare falls on women's shoulders, regardless of how enlightened your partner may be. That's still a sort of biological truth. And so being an entrepreneur gives women so much more flexibility, control over their time, ability to spend more time with their children in many cases. So it's such an important opportunity for women to be better mothers, to be better spouses, but also productive citizens, to really contribute and more than anything, fulfill their potential.
Do you think women make better entrepreneurs?
It's a matter of say personally of better. We bring different skills to the table,
right.
And therefore, if we have both men and women in the entrepreneurial space,
right,
then together we can create a better economy and a better society.
Yeah, and I would just add, it's true. Obviously, you need both partners. You need men and women in this space, but I think because women have traditionally been so excluded from these opportunities, that's why there's an emphasis on women entrepreneurship. But of course, nowhere in what we're doing is to exclude men in any form or fashion.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love those responses, and let me tease you a little bit and say they're very politically correct as well. Now, let's speak about the Trinidad and Tobago's Women in Entrepreneurship Day itself. Tell us a little more about it.
Great. So Women Entrepreneurship Day was started back in 2014, and it's been celebrated in 144 countries globally, really in support of celebrating and empowering women. And Trinidad and Tobago became part of that. I became the ambassador in 2015, and we have done a range of events over the last 6 years. And this year we are focusing on resilience. So, you know, definitely with the whole COVID-19 and being pushed, being forced, being pulled into a different space mentally, physically, and in our businesses. If we as women entrepreneurs are not resilient in mind and also our businesses, then it's going to be very difficult for us to survive. So the focus this year is building a resilient business through challenging times. If you want to add to that, Lars.
Yes. Please.
Yes. So we've seen, of course, the devastation that COVID has wrought on small businesses in different sectors across not just the Caribbean, but around the world. And so the idea of resilience, we celebrate Women's Entrepreneurship Day every year. It is always on the 19th of November. As Gina said, it's a global celebration. But this year we felt it was almost more personal in a way, because there's been such an impact on so many businesses.
Right.
So what we've done is the committee has actually broken the day down into 4 different areas to give our participants tools, techniques, tips to build more resilient businesses, to bounce back from whatever impact COVID may have had on their business and on their lives generally. So we've incorporated financial management and business strategies along with mental wellness and your own physical mental well-being and resilience, and then looking at e-commerce. So, pivoting how you run your business, moving it online. So I think it's a day that really speaks to every aspect of having a resilient business in today's world.
You think there are unique challenges that face women who are interested in going into entrepreneurship or who are already entrepreneurs compared to challenges that face men?
I missed the first part of your question, sorry.
Do you believe there are unique challenges that women face, female entrepreneurs, or those who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs? Do you believe there are unique challenges for women as compared to the challenges faced by men?
So Laura kind of touched on that before. In society, women who are in relationships or have children, a lot of the family mothering part falls to them. And so women tend to be, sweeping generalization I'm making, tend to have more, what you want to say, more balls to juggle. And so therefore, having a lot more to deal with and not just focusing on the business. And so therefore, women also kind of managing that household, whether you're a single woman or even women who are married, they've got that added responsibility. So therefore, they've got that as well as the business, as well as the children, as well as everything else, and also aging parents, let's not forget.
Right.
Yeah, and I would just add to that, one of the things that we see is that men are socialized differently when they're younger and through school. They're given a lot of opportunities to network, and they're taught to network and to have that confidence in who they are and what they're about and what they're worth.
Right.
Women are not socialized. I mean, it's changing for sure, but women are not socialized in the same way. So we are often told to, we undervalue our work. We don't ask for the promotion. We don't, look for opportunities amongst our school friends the way men do. It's just a cultural thing.
And I have to get this in before we go, because the time is running short. The event is tomorrow. Tell us how do people get in contact, how they participate.
Lovely, thank you. So they can call 282-3165. That's 282-3165. Registration ends at 6 o'clock this evening.
All right.
So, quickly go, give us a call, and then we can be registered.
Wonderful. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to what is to come out of this event that is tomorrow, as you mentioned, and registration locks off at 6 p.m. today. Thank you so much, Georgina, Terry, and Lara Quentrell Thomas for joining us this morning and telling us a little bit more about women in entrepreneurship and the upcoming event tomorrow. Thank you so much.